Hey everybody, it's Steve Garufi, LPC, a therapist in Westcliff, Colorado. And I'm here at the Sugar Lump coffee shop behind me. It's a really nice place. I've got a dark sky mocha. And this is the Ask a Therapist hour, okay? Or where you can ask me questions. All right, we're live. Ask in the chat section. Afterwards, you can ask in the reply section. By the way, I got to fix my hair a little bit, okay? It's a little funny. Oh, okay. And I'm going to give an update on some of the things I'm learning as a therapist and also as a client, because I also see a therapist. And also, the most exciting thing is I've got a dark sky mocha right here. A dark sky mocha. It's got dark chocolate and caramel inside, and it is decaf. This is so good. Gosh, right here at the Sugar Lump. The people at the Sugar Lump do not pay me or anything, okay? But here's the advertisement. I live in a little town called Westcliff, Colorado. It's a nice little mountain town in southern Colorado. And this is a cute little coffee shop. Okay, there's not many people around. Right, it's a little quiet. There's this old, I guess you would call it a mural of the mountains. It's got the names of the mountains above. So, all right. So in the title heading, I put, what great things should we talk about today? Because I've been a therapist for over 20 years, okay? That's when I'm feeling a little bit extra full in my heart, and some of my clients where I know we definitely share a lot, they share a lot, I do a lot of listening. That's sometimes my first question. And it's almost like a catchphrase. But what great things should we talk about today? What great things will we talk about today? I want to talk about, as a therapist, I want to talk about great things. But I'm trying to get like this. How does this look? Is this a little fuzzy? Let's see, like that? It's kind of like that. A few people in the background too. Anyway, that's my heart. It's like, what great things will we talk about today? I want to talk about great things. I want to talk about important things. I want to talk about things that matter, things that hurt, things that keep you up at night. I want to talk about matters of the heart. How are you doing emotionally these days? What great things. Anyway, that's just my little thing. My big thing is the thing I love the most about being a therapist is it's like so much of the world, at least as I see it, so much of life, everyone's just doing their thing day after day. Everyone's just doing their routine, almost on autopilot. And no one's really talking or sharing in meaningful ways. You know what I mean? Those really important conversations to have about life, about decency, about what the purpose of life is. Topics about healing. Nobody talks about healing or trauma. At best, you might have someone who's like, hey, how you doing? And then they don't really want an answer. You know how that can be, right? People are busy, but they're just saying, hi, how are you? They don't really want an answer. That's my heart. It's like, I at least want to be the guy where you associate, oh yeah, okay, when I talk to Steve, he really wants to go deeper. He wants to know about my heart. Emotional heart, that is. He wants to know and learn about the deepest parts of you that, frankly, a lot of people, right, have nobody to talk to about it. So, anyway, I'm just rambling a little bit, but I posed the question to you: what great things will we talk about today? You know, or did I say what? Anyway, there we go. Let me just take a few sips of my coffee here, my mocha. Here, I'm getting all distracted here, right? Just take a little break. There we go. Really, dark sky mocha. This is so good. Everybody, okay, first, so I live in Westcliff. I live in this tiny town, and I'm licensed in Colorado. I can see people all over the world. Okay, just give me a call or, whatever. But the point is I see all my clients by video. Most of my clients are in big cities like Denver or Los Angeles or Atlanta, and people around Europe and around all the other continents. And I get to live in this little town. And we are such a small town that at night we don't have that much light pollution. So we're a dark sky community, and you can look at the stars, and there's like a lookout with like some kind of, what do you call them, telescopes and all that kind of stuff. And you can look at the stars. So some of our touristy drinks and stuff is this is called a dark sky mocha. By the way, it is a decaf. Okay, I'm sorry, it is decaf, but I just don't want to. Anyway, that's a whole other topic about how I quit caffeine. Hey, Janice. Yes. Janice, what great things should we talk about today? I don't want to just talk about ordinary things. Great things. Even if it's hard and difficult, even if it's like an area of like sadness or woundedness or trauma, I want it to be a great thing where afterwards we're like, yeah, we talked about something that really mattered. It wasn't just BS. There's no fakeness. There's no BS. I get so fired up about that. If you're just tuning in, you don't know who I am. I'm Steve Garufi. I'm some cook in a cowboy hat. And yes, believe it or not, I am a licensed professional counselor in LPC, Colorado. Anyway, let me just get another step. Yeah, baby, this is good. Okay, we're going to talk about more therapeutic topics. Let's take a little brief break because this shop has a whole bunch of gifts, like Colorado-y gifts and shirts that say Westcliff and a whole bunch of stuff. And they sell stickers. I got a bunch of stickers to show you. Most of them are Colorado themed. Okay, here we go. Colorado. You could put this on the back of your car. Okay, green stripes. I think they're each $3.95. Come on down to the Sugar Lump. Get yourself a coffee. They got burritos and sandwiches, things like that. And then they got stickers. There's better ones. Colorado since 1876. In August, early August, is going to be Colorado's 150th birthday. The United States of America had their 250th. We're going to have our 150th as a state. Let me tell you something. Colorado, it's okay if you disagree with me or whatever, but we're a great state. We're laid back. We're a good state. So we're going to be celebrating 150 years of incredible mountain scenery. Come visit Colorado. Janice, anyone else? It says there's 4 people watching. Come visit Colorado. Come on, there's mountains. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a really nice sticker. It's a bison. Oh, it says Westcliff, Colorado, since 1887. I love bison so much. Is that beautiful? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Janice, we'll get to your therapeutic topic. Let me just go through these stickers. That's a great topic you brought up. Hike. That's a nice one. Westcliff, Colorado. It's got a little pickup that's very Westcliff like. Some dude in a pickup truck. Highway 96. They actually put Highway 96 on there. It's pretty nice. Podhead. Oh boy. Podhead. Colorado. Ooh, Westcliff. It's kind of a rainbowy. Oh, hey, Janice is the only person commenting yet. Janice, Silver Cliff. Your friend lives in Silver Cliff. She needs to put this on her truck, on the back of her truck. A Silver Cliff sticker. Very nice. Colorado-y. It's a C. That's like the C on the flag. Here's a pretty, well, Colorado. So there you go. So listen, you don't want to see a therapist. I'm being a little silly here, but you don't want to do therapy. You don't want to see a therapist. I understand. I get it. But why not just come to Colorado for some therapy for your soul? Really, we got kick-ass, beautiful mountains. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Silver Cliff. It's like from here, Silver Cliff is that way. Like, I don't even think it's a mile. So there you go. And I was in Silver Cliff this morning playing pickleball. So they got the best courts in Silver Cliff. In Westcliff, you don't have pickleball courts. Actually, the Lutheran Church has pickleball lines inside their fellowship hall. And sometimes they'll let us play. So we really appreciate the Lutherans in Westcliff. Okay. This bison, this is my favorite sticker right here. Okay. Okay, let me just get another sip. Dark sky mocha. Hair is just not very happy with my hair. But I'm 54 years old, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, Janice, let's talk about the chat section. You said chat about renewing friendships, safe or unsafe emotionally. First of all, I just want to say I struggle with that too. I don't even know where to start. It really depends on the context, but I just want to be clear. It's okay to have strong boundaries. I had to end some friendships, a bunch of friendships. There's so much I could say, but it did get to a point where my values, my morals were such where if you were out of bounds on just matters of like racism, I had to end some friendships. I had to. And I made it clear there were some issues. But actually, I think like the other topic that I want to kind of talk about with friendships are like I did have to end a whole bunch of friendships over a lot of really like basic civic morals that have been going on for the last 8 to 10 years. That's easy. But then like the more difficult ones are like, how do you work through conflicts? How do you work through like hurt feelings or communication, staying out of judgment, which a lot of us do. I know I can judge people pretty quickly. Relationships with family, maybe it hasn't been that healthy. And then there's that pressure of like, oh, but they're family, but they're family. And my rule with that is always you don't have to sacrifice your mental health just for the sake of family, keeping in touch, showing up, showing up for Christmas and whatever holiday, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a good topic, Janice. Janice, I'd love to hear more about like friendship. Well, you can't really do it in the chat section, but like I know for me, in some ways I'm strong, in some ways I'm very weak. There's no question. I can't deny it. I'm afraid of conflict. I'm afraid of conflict. If I think somebody's mad at me, something of that nature, I'll be the kind of person that will just hide and run. And you know what I mean? But then there's times where I've had to just practice apologizing. If I think I've offended somebody, maybe it's like one of those situations where it's like, I think I may have offended them. I may have said something. Like, if I reach out to them, I'll always make sure I take accountability for something and say, hey, I'm really sorry. Actually, I do that. First of all, I do that with all of, well, I say all, but for a while, I was in touch with so many of my high school classmates, like through social media. I don't do social media that much anymore. But for some, I remember there's a few high school classmates, and now, I mean, I'm 54. So if you were friends with me in my 20s or 30s, that's a long time ago. It could be up to 20 years ago. So I always have this spirit of like apology and saying, hey, I just want to be clear. If I ever, in my youthful immaturity, in my big mouth, if I ever did anything hurtful or said something hurtful, I really want to apologize. I mean, I cringe over some memories I have of either hurtful things I said or did in high school, college, my 20s, definitely even into my 30s, where I'm like, ooh, what was I doing there? Why didn't I just shut up? You know? And anyway, so I'm just rambling here a little bit, but occasionally when I'm in touch with somebody that's like some long lost friend, I always just say, hey, I just want to be clear. If I've ever offended you, I really want to apologize. Because there's a good chance I'm a different person. You know how it is. I'm in my 50s. I look back in my 20s and 30s and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was a child. I was a child. Anyway, best wishes with all your friendships. If I were to just spontaneously bring something up related to friendships, it's so many of my clients don't have good boundaries. You've got to have good boundaries. You have to have good boundaries. If you want to be successful in relationships, emotional wellness, if you want to have empathy, if you want to live a life of service and having empathy for others, you have to have good boundaries. People always confuse helping people with having no boundaries. Somebody asks you for help, and it's like there's this myth of I have to give, I can't be selfish. I have to just totally, and it depends on the context, but good boundaries. If you really want to make a difference, you have to have good boundaries. People get that mixed up a little bit. There's a Brene Brown video. Maybe I'll find it and post it in the reply section afterwards. But anyway, Yeah. All right, Janice, you're right. Yes, no conflict necessary. Absolute accountability. Sometimes people just laugh it off, and it makes you grin. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying here, but and I'm not trying to like make you feel bad too either. I apologize. I'm just on this little crazy ranting thing. Anyway, so I'm thankful for the few friends I do have. I had so many. It's a long story, man. There was a time I'm still like, you need to know this about me. And I may not even make sense. Just bear with me, but there was a time in my 20s and 30s and 40s with the internet. I was Mr. Social Media 15 years ago. I had my Colorado website that stirred up so much traffic, interest. There was other things. I had so many friends like online. I could go to like anywhere in the USA and I probably had one or two contacts of like people in a state or city, even in other countries. And I kind of blew it all up. I blew it all up in the last 10 years where I said, you know what? I need to do some house cleaning. I need to do some house cleaning. And if you're okay, we can get back into the last 10 years, but I had some deal breakers where I was like, if you're going to make excuses over sexual abuse, sexual assault, and rape, just because it's your politician and you're committed to power, that is a deal breaker. If you're comfortable with racism, you know, if you make excuses for racism, if you're always just, you know, you're making excuses for, rhetoric that tears down people's human dignity. Okay. I'm not mentioning names or anything, but that is a deal breaker. And there's only 3 or 4 people watching, but I ended a lot of relationships with people. So, so there is that. Okay. But having said that, I still do have some lifelong kind of friends. And the hard truth is like, I'm so thankful for all my friendships. But at the same time, it's like, I do understand sometimes friendships come and go. There's seasons. Sometimes friends are supposed to be your friend for a season, whatever, 5 to 7 years, something like that. And they meet a need. They're almost like a gift from God. And then for whatever reason, they've dispersed, you know. Now, I do have my strong boundaries and all that. I've got some friends where it's like, they left me. I was committed to them, and I'm like, what happened? We don't talk anymore. So, but that just happens. It just happens. It just happens. So, yeah. Well, Janice. All right, Janice. I don't know the exact context of your situation, but yeah, like, first of all, it's okay to like, it's okay to just. I'm trying to think of like if you're having lunch with someone, and for some reason something's not quite appropriate, and again, what does it mean to be inappropriate? Okay, like it really depends on how inappropriate or what type of inappropriate. You know what I mean? But it's okay to come to the conclusion of, you know what, this isn't serving me anymore. This friendship, meeting for lunch, it's not serving me. It's not. It's okay. Like maybe I'll just keep in touch with them, but I'm not gonna fraternize with them in person anymore. Whatever. It's okay to make that decision and to kind of deal with it appropriately. You know, it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to set boundaries. I really struggle with, just personally, I struggle with kind of like friendships where it just seems like all they do is talk about themselves. And I know there's an ebb and flow to friendships. How are you doing? Oh, this is how I'm doing. It's like almost like a tennis game, back and forth. It's like pickleball. I play pickleball these days, but it's like you hit it back and forth. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. You just almost picture a ball. And occasionally, anyway, I grow really quickly tired where it's like the conversation is all about them, and it's like, are you even going to ask how I'm doing? Can you even try to make an effort and say, hey, how are you doing? What's going on in your life? Talk to me. Talk to me. How's your work? How's this? How's life in Westcliff? Whatever. How's your cowboy hats? Make some effort to show that you think of me. Because that's my big thing. So, there you go. I'm almost done with my dark sky mocha. Just got a little bit right there. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Sugar lump. Sugar lump right here. All right. So, Janice, I was wondering if you were going to follow up with that question. It's a very good question. You can do whatever you want to set boundaries. And it kind of just depends on how you feel, how that your personality, the other person's personality. Sometimes you can just let a friendship fade. I mean, it's kind of a sad topic, but like, how do you set that boundary if you don't want to meet with somebody again? You could just let it fade. You could be more direct with them. You could send them an email and say, hey, I'm just not feeling comfortable about meeting with you. This one thing bothers me. You could do that if you want. It's totally up to you. Actually, even liken it to this. It's like, I don't care how you do it, as long as you set the boundary in the first place. As a therapist, I'm always challenging my clients where it's like, just set the boundary. Don't overthink it or question yourself too much about it. Am I being too harsh? Whatever. How are they going to react? Is this blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? I can at least think of one friendship from 10 years ago where I just had to sort of starve friendship. I just had to stop responding so much. There were some, yeah, sometimes that happens. So it can be subtle, it can be very direct, you know. So yeah, you do need to get over your always have to be nice mentality. By the way, speaking of boundaries, set boundaries with your phone. And let me explain. If somebody calls you, you can let it go to voicemail. I always have this guilty little voice that says, Steve, that's your friend. Answer the phone. They're going to be really sad if they didn't talk to you. It's okay to set boundaries and say, no, I don't want to talk on the phone right now. If somebody texts you, somebody sends you a text message, you don't have to respond back. You don't have to respond back. You don't have to explain yourself. Really. There's that little voice that's like, well, if I don't respond to the text, then they'll think I'm a bad person. Or they'll think, whatever, it doesn't even matter. I don't have to respond back to you. I'm trying to be a good person and a good friend. I always try to respond to texts, that kind of thing. I'm not generally pretty good. But set boundaries with your phone. This is an example. You have to respond to people. Occasionally I've got clients and they're in an abusive relationship some kind of questionable, really questionable. It's like you don't have to argue with them. You don't have to respond back. So just throw that out there. Getting all fired up in this coffee shop. There's not too many people here now. So go set some boundaries. Look, I'm not perfect with boundaries. I just always want to be clear. I always tell my clients that, by the way. Occasionally I'm like, hey, I'm going to give you my recommendations. Here's what I'm going to say. But let me just say, I'm not sure I apply this that well to my own life. But here's still what I would say. Because I want to be authentic with my clients. I'm human. I still have challenges. You know what I mean? So, I'm part of a little online community with some therapists. We just encourage each other a little bit of like a little group forum. The spirit is just to encourage each other. Hey, if you have a bad day, you can vent, or I don't know, just a little. Therapists often feel very isolated. So, but anyways, a lot of my female colleagues, a lot of no, seriously, female therapists that I know, I'm always hammering away at, like, you better set boundaries. Don't give me no nonsense. You get tough. Don't tell me you don't like being tough. You better be tough because you're in your own business. And the truth is, occasionally there's like creepy men that want to see a female therapist and do weird, sexual, creepy stuff. Like, you better be tough if you're going to be a female therapist in private practice. I need to be tough as a male. Okay, I am pretty tough. But like that's just an example. Get rid of this, like, I have to be nice mentality. Oh no, someone's going to think I'm not nice. Someone's going to think I'm a bitch. It's like, good. Let them think you're a bitch. Set your boundaries. It's not that bad to be thought of as a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm the biggest bitch there is in this whole town of West Cliff. I'm a fucking bitch. I am. Be okay with it. Be okay with people not liking you. There's a book, by the way. I haven't read it, but one client read it. And it's titled The Courage to Be Disliked. Have the courage to be disliked. All right? I'm just going on a little ranting. You don't have to, you don't have to. I just appreciate you watching. Okay. Oh, you guys. I'm having fun. But seriously, like, there is like a freedom. Truly, and like, look, all right, let me just get a little more grounded, a little more calm. Say, there is such a freedom when, like, you know in your heart and in your gut, you don't need anyone's approval. It doesn't matter what people think. You can make a decision about your life and in your heart. It just doesn't matter. Of course, you want support. Of course, we all want pats on the back. We all need people to say, hey, we're proud of you. Look how far you've come. But ultimately, there's a freedom in being like, I just know what I need to do. I'm not going to worry about what people think or, quit worrying about what people, like, even just stuff like what you wear. Do you think about how people are going to react to what you wear? Who cares? Who cares? Most people dress really boring anyway. Go wear something bright and amazing. When I first started wearing my little cowboy hat, it took a couple of weeks. I was in that stage of like, what, do I look funny? Do I look stupid? Because I'm not I'm not a true cowboy in Custer County. I'm not a rancher. I don't drive a pickup truck. I'm not a gun owner. I'm not some like macho cowboy. But the culture kind of grew on me There's like lots of dudes wearing cowboy hats. I was like, I'm gonna wear one. So I wear one. It's kind of fun though too. Plus my hair isn't that attractive anymore. So, but really though, like getting back to the topic of being free of all that stuff. I really do have a lot of clients in their 20s. I love my clients that are young adults. I call them young adults. That's what they are. I'm always trying all these different techniques based on the person, their personality, their situation. But ultimately, I'm always trying to push them towards quit worrying about what people think. Just enjoy your life. Don't even engage in what are people thinking. Just enjoy your life. Go do stuff. Go work. Go do things you enjoy. Go talk to people. Go have relationships. Just live. Stop thinking so much. So anyway, and then the hard truth is, well, it's not even a hard truth. It can be a liberating truth. Nobody's thinking about you anyway. That can be kind of a depressing thought. Nobody's thinking about me anyway. Ooh, that's depressing. Nobody. But then it's like, wait a minute. Nobody's thinking about me. I could just go do this crazy thing. I can blow all my money. I can just do whatever. And nobody's thinking about me. There's like a freedom in that. Like, okay. Now, what I mean, like blowing money, it's like you can go do some crazy thing and make a mistake. And it's like, all I know is at age 54, and it's true, I am a single man. I don't have kids. I don't have like inherent accountability with a partner or like a wife. But I feel that freedom of like, oh yeah, like I could move to Maine. I could move to Ireland. It doesn't even matter what people think. Who's even thinking about me anyway? Anyway, I'm just rambling. Freedom to be disliked. Go wear some bright colors. You know, it comes up a bunch. We always try to fit in. Oh, I want to fit in and be like everybody else. It's like, no. If you're going to be in some social group or something, be yourself. Be your full representation of like the real you. And be different. You know what I mean? Be you. Nobody wants people to just fit in. Don't fit in. That's for cowards. Cowards want to fit in. Oh no. Be yourself. So there you go. Gone for 38 minutes. And I'm done with my dark sky mocha. Yeah. Janice, are you still? Who's there? There's 4 people watching. I'm just thankful there's 4 people watching. By the way, if you're just tuning in, you are welcome to ask a question in the chat section or in the reply section. I'll put timestamps within, usually after about 24 hours, I'm going to put timestamps so you can, like the chapters, so you can shoot ahead, listen to my wonderful rambling about whatever topic you like. I get it. So, Janice, Janice, how hot is it in Oklahoma? Let's do a weather check. Let's do a weather check right now. Right now, in West Cliff, Colorado, it is 82. Mostly cloudy. The wind chill feels like 79. Wind is making it feel cooler. Okay, so 82. All right. Tucson, Arizona is 95. Yuma, Arizona is 103 degrees. They're going to hit 108. Holy 108. Dang. Let me see if there's a wind chill. It's 103 in Yuma. With the wind chill, it feels like 106. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. It's hot in Yuma. All my love to everyone in Yuma. I like Yuma. I like Yuma. That's all I gotta say. So, all right, I'm just gonna look up Oklahoma City, okay? Because I know my one friend here is in Oklahoma. Right now in Oklahoma, it's only 87 degrees in Oklahoma City. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad for Oklahoma City. Janice, the hottest I've ever experienced. I think I did a not too shabby of it. Just see. I think I got it at like 106, maybe 107. Or one time it was like 90 degrees. Let's play. It's 90 degrees outside. Not too shabby. Oh, wait, let me just see. Hold on. 103. I did a not too shabby of when it was 103 degrees. Here it is. It's 103 degrees. 106 with the wind chill. Not too shabby. There you go. That nice? I think the hottest I've ever experienced is 106. Maybe 107. That was in March of this year. And there was that crazy heat wave in March. And I'll admit, I was in Yuma and I was like, what am I doing here? It's too hot. I mean, I love the hot. After about an hour, it's like, okay, too much of a good thing. It's like eating ice cream. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you do kind of instantly dehydrate. Yeah. Let me just see. One time I was in Tucson here. It was 101 degrees. It's 101 degrees outside. Not too shabby. I look pretty happy there. Oh, Janice. Looking at people. There's like people. Main Street in Westcliff. I'm tempted. See, I'm using the coffee shop Wi-Fi here. It's like, I want to go out there and show you Westcliff. It's a really nice day here. Here, let me just show you. I don't want to do that. There's people sitting right there. It's very pretty. The coldest, there was one day in Buena Vista, Colorado, where I think it was like negative 15. I want to say negative 20. Like there was like a day or two where the high got up to like, the high was like negative 3. It was like negative 20 in the morning. So I've experienced negative 20. So I was in Buena Vista 10, 15 years ago. So, you know. Oh, you guys. Is it time? Maybe I should wrap things up. What great things did we talk about today? What great things? You know, Just trying. All right, one last commercial for Westcliff. There's the sticker. Don't be a pothead. Silvercliff. This is my favorite sticker. Right there, the buffalo. That's my favorite sticker right here. So, hey Janice, where's the coldest you've ever seen? You've ever experienced? I'm just curious. So, all right, you know what? It's been a nice live stream. I'm gonna wrap things up. Oh, -30 New York. Oh my gosh, Janice. Oh, Janice. Hey, I'm gonna head out. Hey, listen, I appreciate everyone who watched, commented. You're welcome also afterwards to give your replies in the comment section. Um, and make it a great day in the mountains. I say make it a great day in the desert when I'm in Arizona. I'll say make it a great day in the mountains here. All right. So, sorry. Ooh. Hey, be well. Go see a therapist sometime. All right. Keep plugging away. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Better days. Better days are coming for you. All right. All right. I'll stop here. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye.